During my service here, I met this guy. He was so nice, so down to earth. Because where we are living then, fresh water was really difficult, especially when there was no light. He would send some people to come fetch water for me and he would pay them. He was not a copper. He was living in the town. But I didn't like him. Physical appearance, it wasn't what I wanted in a person. But his heart was so good. In the afternoon, anytime I come back from my teaching job, because then I was serving in this secondary school, he would come around, bring food. Sometimes he will go and pay one woman that is in our neighborhood that when I come back, they should bring food for me. No, he does all these things. Anytime I'm going out with him, I'm not that proud because I don't really know what it is about him. But then, you know what they say about being proud with someone? I don't know what it is. I can't really place it. So along the line, I met someone else. He was a copper. We got talking, and he wasn't doing any of those things that guy was doing for me. This other guy, anytime he sees us around, he'll feel so jealous. Like he'll be asking me, what is it about this copper that every time you are with him, every time both of you will just be on the room talking, no other person. He keep asking. I told him he's nothing, he's just a copper friend. Even at that, it doesn't stop him from being good to me because he really loves me. He practically told me that he can worship any ground I walk on. He would never allow anything to happen to me. All these things that you hear in fairy tales, like in movies. I was like, but then he didn't have much going on with him. He was still looking for a job. But then he was working with this cyber cafe. Yeah, and it wasn't any much, but the little he has, he will make sure he brings them to me. Sometimes I don't like collecting because I feel even my allowance is more like they are equal. Why should you be doing this? Don't you have other things? He said no, he's so okay, he's so fine and everything. But I told him, just friends, we are not gonna do anything. I don't want anything serious. He said that me being his friend is his dream come true because I don't know that he doesn't sleep at night without thinking about me. Even when he's at work, until he hears my voice, that's when he will feel so cool. I was like, okay, does this thing still happen? Like someone that doesn't give you attention and everything. He said that's how he feels. At some point, I started feeling for him. So this other copper friend noticed the attention I was giving him, got mad, and he stopped talking to me. In order to spite me, he started being close with my neighbor. That didn't get me because there's something ill about his attitude. He's so proud. But this other guy, he's so genuine. His personality, just that his outward appearance is nothing to write home about. So one day when we received our allowance, I went to the market, got a pair of jeans, t-shirts for him because he was telling me that he wanted to take me out, and I was like, his dressing is something I can't stand. Okay, maybe let me get it for him. So I now went and get those things for him. This guy almost knelt down to thank me. He was thanking me. He felt the thank you wasn't enough. He practically kneeled down, holding my legs, thanking me with tears that this is actually the first time someone is gifting him something so big like this. I was like, it's nothing. I want you to wear it the day we'll go out. It's actually nothing. He said it means a lot. So that day, I asked him to go and have a haircut, and he did, and he wore the clothes. Oh my goodness, could have seen him. I was so proud. I was like, there's nothing actually wrong with this guy. It's just his dress sense. It's just that he didn't have much to buy something good or something nice to wear for himself. And that day we went out, and he's this kind of person that he's so gummy. Like he would want to hold your hands. He won't hold my bags. Anyway, I'm like, don't worry, my bag is not heavy. He said, no, leave it, let me take care of the bag. We got attention, like people were looking at us because we went to the mall that day. From there, we went to the cinema to watch a movie. I paid for it. We took some pictures. He made some videos of me. He liked to video me, making some on-our-way pics of me. So that day we came back, he thanked me so much. He He said he keeps sending long messages, long text, voice note, voice messages. He said that those pictures we took, that he will frame it and keep. I said, no, 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 don't do that. If you framed it now, you'll not get married tomorrow. What will your wife say? He said, no, I shouldn't be saying when you now get married tomorrow. I should be talking that when we now get married. I was like, in my head, I was like, but you don't really have a job and he doesn't have a degree. So I was trying to, how do we blend this thing? So he told me like, I shouldn't worry, you know. Then I was just trying to know if I could like start getting used to him, because he is the kind of a man I wanted. Everything about him is someone I want, you know, because he really loves me the right way, the way I want to be loved, you know. Everything was so perfect. So I'm kind of, let me give him that chance, because anytime I'm around him, I feel this peace. I feel so safe. So I didn't want to let what the eyes could see, the physical appearance, to get to me. So I started saving again to get him another clothes, because I really want to be hanging out with him, because he's so cool and so good to be around with. Before I could pass out, he traveled out. Like a month to my POP, he traveled out, and that night was so emotional. I never believed I really like him like that. Like, I literally cried. But this is someone that I don't really send that much, but that night I cried. I followed him to Lagos and walked him to the airport. Mind you, it was a very genuine friendship. Like, there was nothing sleeping around in all these things. The only thing we did, that we kissed. Yeah, he kissed me, but that was in the airport. He now traveled and I stopped hearing from him. I don't know, maybe he's lying. I don't know what went wrong. So life goes on. After my service year, I started a business. So after 2 years, yeah, somebody called me, and it was this guy. And this time around, I have someone in my life, like I was in a relationship. And he started telling me how he has missed me. And I asked him, what happened? Like, you just go and blank me like that, no calls and everything. He explained how he lost some contact, he couldn't get in touch with me and everything. It was so hard for him settling down and everything, but now he's so fine. He really want us to be as we are before, but this time around I was with someone else, but he wouldn't take no for an answer. He keep pressuring me, keep talking to me. So I'm so confused. This person I am with really loves me, but not like the first guy, not like that guy. The guy really, really, really loved me. So I'm confused. She's asking, in this situation, what would you do? So if you are the one, what will you advise her to do? To stick with her relationship, or to give the other guy a chance? That was her question.